Hello everyone and welcome to Barca News. It is June 16th, 2022 and today will be remembered as a historic day for Football Club Barcelona. The extraordinary assembly where the club members voted on the economic deals that Joan Laporta and his board of directors presented to them just concluded. And I have all the details of this meeting. We have lots to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone, my name is Mo and I created this channel so it could be a one-stop shop for all Barcelona fans where they can come here and get the latest news regarding FC Barcelona. Whether it be transfer rumors, injury updates, post-match analysis, or anything else, you can find it here. So I invite all of you to please subscribe to my channel so you can stay current on all the latest news regarding our beloved club, FC Barcelona. Now we begin with the breaking news, with the huge news, with the extraordinary news that the club members have voted in favor of the economic deals or the economic levers that Joan Laporta and his board of directors presented to them. Now there were two items on the agenda that were brought up for vote. The first one was the sale of 49.9% of the Barca licensing and merchandising to one or more investors, and 568 members of the club voted in favor, with 65 voting against and 13 voting blank. And with this vote, the measure to sell the Barca licensing and merchandising has been officially approved. The second item that was brought up for vote was the sale of up to 25% of Barca media rights to one or more investors, and 494 of the club members voted in favor, with 62 voting against and 13 voting blank. And with this vote, the measure to sell 25% of Barca media right has also been officially approved. Now this is huge for the club because with these two measures approved, it's reported that the club will generate over 600 million euros. That is a huge number, so I will say it once again. The club, it's reported that they will generate over 600 million euros. That is huge boost for the club. Not only will this allow us to acquire new players and to register players that we've already acquired and players that we've already renewed, but this will also go a long way to help us to rescue the club and help us get out of this financial hole that the previous president, Josep Maria Bartomeu, put us in. Because this club, prior to this vote, was on the brink of financial ruin. We had a huge debt ratio, we were in the red, we had a negative cash flow, and with this 600 million euros, it will see the club going back to our normal debt ratio. It will see us being profitable again, and once again we can become a successful club like we always were before Josep Maria Bartomeu and his band of criminals were voted into the board. So thank you to all the club members who showed up. Thank you to the club members who voted in favor of these measures, and more importantly, thank you to Joan Laporta and his board of directors for working tirelessly day and night since they were elected to save this club and to make us once again a successful and prosperous club. Now, despite the vote in favor of these measures, the work is not yet done. This vote only allows the president and his board of directors to proceed with these deals, but these deals have not been finalized yet. So Joan Laporta and his board of directors still have a lot more work to do in trying to close and finalize these deals. And of course, I'll be here keeping you up to date on these deals, so make sure you stay in tune to the channel. Now with this great news, we move on to the news about Robert Lewandowski, and it seems that Barcelona are preparing a new offer for the Polish striker. Their previous offer, which was around 32 million euros plus 8 million euros in variables, was not acknowledged by Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich did not answer to that offer. So now Barcelona are preparing a new offer that will exceed the 40 million euros. Some are reporting that it will be around 50 million euros once you include the variables. And the club is very confident that this new offer will force Bayern Munich to the table and force them to negotiate, because it's a much better offer than the previous one that Barcelona sent over. And now that the club members have voted in favor of the economic deals, it seems that the Lewandowski deal is more and more certain, and we're more likely going to see the Polish striker in a Blaugrana next season. Now, another operation that was pending today's vote is that for Sevilla center back Jules Kounde. As I reported previously, Jules Kounde is Xavi's #1 options to reinforce Barcelona's defense. And it's reported that the French center back was in deep conversation with Chelsea for his transfer to the London-based club, and it seemed that the deal was almost wrapped up until Xavi picked up the phone and called Sevilla and said that he was interested in Jules Kounde. And it's now reported that Kounde has paused his negotiations with Chelsea because he wants to see what the offer from Barcelona is going to look like. And now that the club members have voted in favor of the economic deals, it is more likely that Barcelona will be making a good offer for Jules Kounde, who has said that he prefers to stay in the Spanish league. Now, another operation that was also pending today's vote is that for the Argentinian Angel Di Maria. Now, Angel Di Maria already has an offer from the Italian club Juventus. I also reported that the Portuguese club Benfica were also interested in him. Well, now Juventus have improved their deal. They've reduced the 2-year contract that they were offering him to 1 year, and they've increased the salary offer as well. And that is because Angel Di Maria only wants a 1-year deal, because he wants to be ready for the World Cup, and then after that he wants to go back to Argentina and finish his career off at his childhood club Rosario Central. So it was reported that Angel Di Maria preferred the Barcelona deal because Barcelona was willing to offer him that 1 year that he was asking. So now that Juventus heard of that, they've decreased their deal from 2 years to 1 deal, and it's also reported that they're offering him a higher salary than what Barcelona would be willing to offer him. But Angel Di Maria has not responded to the offer from Juventus. It was reported that he was waiting for today's vote, and now that today's vote has gone in favor of the club, we'll see what kind of offer Barcelona will make him, and whether Di Maria will rather come here or go to Juventus, who have given him until the weekend to respond to their deal. Now, on to the sad news that Dani Alves has announced that he will not be renewing his contract at Barcelona and that he will be leaving the club during this summer. Now, Barcelona were initially willing to renew Dani Alves' contract until the winter so he can be ready for the World Cup. However, as I reported previously, with the renewal of Sergi Roberto, with Serginho Dest staying at the club, and with Barcelona interested in acquiring Cesar Azpilicueta from Chelsea, it was no longer feasible for Barcelona to renew Dani Alves' contract because the other 3 players also play as a right back, and to add a 4th player for the same position who's 38 years old made no sense to the club. So Barcelona informed Dani Alves that they will not be renewing his club. This is of course sad news because Dani Alves is a Barcelona legend. He's had great moments here at the club. He's won a lot of trophies with Barcelona, and despite the terrible way that the previous president and his board of directors treated him, Dani Alves was still willing to come back to the club during a very trying time to help out the team as much as possible, not only on the field as a player, but also in the locker room as a leader. There's actually many reports that Serginho Dest has improved a lot thanks to Dani Alves, and that the team's morale increased dramatically with the arrival of Dani Alves, because that's the kind of player he is and that's the kind of leader that he is. So thank you, Dani Alves, for all of that you've done for the club. Thank you for your amazing help and support during these trying times. This is not a goodbye. This is a farewell, because we the fans will always love you and will always remember you. And with the departure of Dani Alves, it's now being reported that the number 8 jersey will be worn next season by Pedri. This is of course huge because the number 8 is a legendary number that's been worn by many of the Barcelona legends, such as Iniesta at the club level and Xavi at the national level. And I can't think of any other player more worthy than wearing this legendary jersey, because after all, Pedri is one of the best players on the squad and he has a bright future ahead of him. Now, speaking of young players who have a bright future ahead of him, Gabi's agent has met with the club once again, and it's reported that the conversations were very positive ones and that both parties have overcome all of their differences. So it's expected that Gabi will be renewing his contract in the upcoming few days. So stay tuned for the club's announcement about Gabi's contract renewal. Now on to the news that Real Madrid's president Florentino Perez made some interesting statements during an interview of him. He said a lot of positive things about Barcelona, and he said that he didn't want to see Barcelona ruined. He also said that he didn't like what La Liga's president Javier Tebas was doing by putting pressure on Barcelona to try to join the CVC fund deal. Now, as I've reported before, the CVC fund deal is a deal that would see the injection of a lot of cash into La Liga and its clubs in exchange for the club's media rights. And this is a deal that Javier Tebas is struck with the CVC fund, and as soon as it was announced, Barcelona and Real Madrid said that they wouldn't be joining in his deal. So Javier Tebas tried to put pressure on Barcelona to join by constantly making statements in the media saying that Barcelona could not sign any new players, that Barcelona needed to sell current players and needed to sell assets to even consider signing anyone new. Now, thankfully, Joan Laporta and his board of directors did not cave into this pressure, and they agreed against joining the CVC fund deal. Now we will end today's video with the positive news that 5 players from Barcelona have been nominated for the Golden Boy Award. And those players are Gavi, Nico, Pedri, Ansu Fati, and Balde. Now congratulations to those players, and also congratulations to Barcelona. This goes to show that we have a lot of bright future ahead of us, with so many young players with a lot of talent and a lot of skills who have a lot of promise and will most likely be the best players in their position in the entire world in the upcoming seasons. So that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give me a like. Also, I invite all of you to please leave a comment down below giving me your thoughts and opinions about the news that I shared with you today. And finally, I invite all of you to please subscribe to my channel so you can stay current with the latest news about our beloved club, FC Barcelona. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video, and as always, Visca Barça.